All right, so now we need to have an offering. And when people look at this offering, I want them to think, oh, these are all the answers that I need in a nice, neat package. It's like all wrapped up in a bow. I don't have to dig through all your blog posts to read everything. I don't have to do any more research. All I have to do is download this one thing, and I'm going to have what I need. So to create our offering, we're going to do what we call blog post evergreening. So we're going to take all 10 of those blog posts. We're going to try to focus them around a similar topic and talk to the same target market with them, the same buyer persona. And then I'm going to package them into a downloadable offering. And we call it evergreening because they don't go dormant. So then the information is readily available. All in a nice neat package. As I said before, offerings are generally downloadable, but they don't always have to be downloadable. It could be a, like for example, we have one that's an online website quoter. So it is an immediate gratification to the person who fills it out. It is online, but you don't actually download anything. You just get to fill it out and figure out how much your website might cost. If you're making a downloadable offering, you can often make them in Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. They don't have to have a specific graphic editing program so long as they can be saved as a PDF, and you do want them to be pretty. And they all have some pretty essential components to them. We need to create something of value to give them for giving us their contact information, right? Alrighty, so the one thing that we do have to have is we have to have a cover on our offering because we're going to use this cover in a few different places to make the object that we're offering seem more tangible. Even in our online website quote form, I created like this little illustration of the process that you go through so people could see that they're not just filling out their information and then going to be contacted by a sales representative later, because that is my biggest stinking pet peeve. If you're going to give me an online quote, I actually want a quote online. I didn't want to talk to anybody. It just bothers me. But I need to create something that makes the offering seem more tangible to the person. And this is what that cover page does for me. It's like the cover of my book. The next thing that I'm going to have in my book is a table of contents because it is a book. And each one of these items is going to link out to the topic. Then I'm going to also have an author introduction page. So the title of your author introduction page, depending upon how your business, how formal or how informal your business is, might be something like Meet the Author, or it could be a letter from the editor, or CEO letter. Next, you're going to put in your name. And hopefully you know what your name is, so you can write that down. Also, you put in your job title. And I know that so many of us wear so many hats that if you wrote down all of the things that consist of your job title, it might make you sound just like completely crazy, right? Like, whoo. So for your job title, I want you to write down the things that make you seem the most knowledgeable about the topic that you are writing about. So for mine, I usually say founder, may create design, chief creative officer. So I'm founder of my company and I'm the chief creative officer, and that makes me seem smarter somehow, right? It's great to have your picture in here because it shows people that you're a real person. And then your bio is an important part of this as well, because your bio is also going to add credibility. Now, you don't have to have a whole resume on there. That's not the purpose of this. In my bio, I like to talk about more personal things, letting people know, that I am because I kind of a little young sometimes in my pictures, and then you hear my voice and I sort of sound like a toddler. And so I like to say, I'm mom of 2, and I've been operating this business for almost 10 years now, and I have dogs, and I love to go running, and I love to do yoga, and I'm a real person. And on top of that, I think it's totally awesome to do social media and blog and send out emails and figure out how to grow businesses. So you can make your bio as personable or chill as you want to, or as professional as you want to. And then always offer people a way to connect with you via social media and actually link them in your document. The meat of your document, of your offering, are going to be your blog posts. So those 10 blog posts, and then I say plus some. Because as you're compiling all your blog posts together, you need to have the little things that pull it all together and make it feel like a book. You don't want it to feel just like a collection of blog posts. You want it to feel like a book, right? So in order to fill in some of those gaps, you may have to write a few paragraphs here and there. You may want to add a chart or infographic or a few extra pictures that maybe weren't included in your blog posts to keep it all cohesive. And then the final call to action. This is your opportunity to sell. The whole book was not about selling anything. It's about offering information that people need, maybe to make a buying decision or to even understand that they have a challenge that needs a buying decision to follow it. And this is your opportunity to sell something. So during this opportunity, if you don't have another offering, if you have another offering, for example, in our Plan on Winning website workbook, at the end of it, it says, what's next? And the steps that come after that. They say, you know, now that you've went through the process of planning a winning website, I bet you're wondering how much it costs. Go ahead, try out our free online website estimator to figure out how much your website costs. So I'm selling my next offering. I'm moving them down the phases of the buying funnel, getting them closer to the point where they feel comfortable talking to me about it to make a decision to come in and have a consultation. And then, of course, I have to have my contact info in there.